able to put this one through. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
Easy.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. Tackle made there by Frank Clark.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Kamara. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Hill. The open man is Smith. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Pick it up. Jump. 9-9.
They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. So 3rd and 2. They'll run here. It's Murray. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
50, 95, 56. Here we go.
On first down, it's Murray. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Set. Hey, lock it. 50, plant. 53. Get it.
They'll run. This is Kamara. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And all the way down to the 5. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play.
Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Saints have taken the lead. And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department as this remains a 6-3 score. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. They'll roll him out right. He'll try and run it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him. And he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes. He'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Now, that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
They'll run on 1st down. McCoy. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Eluding the pressure right. Gets this one to Hill. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And a nice gain at 21 yards. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even... And that's caught inside the 30. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 48 yards.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Sammy! Here we go.
2nd and 5 now. Breeze. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
5-9.
Into the red zone, it's Breeze. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Breeze. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Thomas the intended target, and it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Check.
Breeze to throw again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Traquan Smith in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints have retaken the lead. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these 2 teams as we come back for this second half. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Ready.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Now Breeze. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Breeze. They'll rifle this one deep right side. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 26. To throw, it's Mahomes. Rolling to his, thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Ready? Yellow lady, yellow lady. Kill, kill. Kill, kill. You're good, you're good.
On first down, it's Murray. A gain of 3, second down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
On 2nd and 7, Breeze. Now Breeze lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Well, it should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hey, 57, 57.
Throwing now is Mahomes, escaping the pressure right. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Call that a very strong gain of 24. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They'll try and run it with McCoy. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are able to regain the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw is Breeze. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. And the throw there going to be incomplete. It was Tyrann Mathieu, the honey badger, there to knock it away.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. So Breeze is going to stay out there, and they're going to go for this on 4th down. They do go for it. It's Breeze. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Shaw Breland, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, Williams. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams, 42 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They go play action. Bridgewater. Thomas has got it. Complete. 23 yards the pickup there. Play fake. Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. We're back now in KC. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. From the gun, Bridgewater. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Bridgewater on 4th down. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. This is McCoy. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Now, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes being chased out left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Trey Hendrickson able to finally wrestle him down for what's just going to be a huge loss, and it takes us to 4th down as well. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked by Kendall Fuller. He was trying to hit Thomas that time.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. They'll run on first down. It's McCoy. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Mahomes now to throw. Got his man. It's Williams. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 30. Mahomes now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10.
43!
Out of the pistol. Here's Williams. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off near the 29. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. On play action, it's Bridgewater. Buying time to his left. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Throwing again on second down. Bridgewater. So he rolls out of the pocket left, just ends up finding a safety valve, but no gain there. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He sets to fire deep, and that's caught inside the 35. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 49 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable second and 1. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down.
Get ready. On your team. Hurry up. Right hand.
And again, it's Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. And, well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. And this one is right through. And that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Arrowhead.